Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Andrade buries Dave Meltzer.
The Rock's new movie flops at the box office.
Got the latest on Alberto Del Rio and WWE.
And AEW files a wacky new trademark. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I cannot wait to speculate on what that might be.
It's a wild series of stories today, isn't it?
Weird.
And this is the news.
All right, further proving that the easiest way to get a bit of Twitter clout these days is to just insult Dave Meltzer. Yes. Andrade has been on following some reporting by Dave on his WWE departure. That's Andrade's, not Dave's WWE departure. Last week, in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave reported on the circumstances of his AEW departure and the nature of how he left in early 2023 and how it caught AEW by surprise. He reported basically that they were of the impression that he was staying and signing a new contract, and then he just went whoosh, I'm out of here, chief, and caught them by surprise. What he wrote in the newsletter was Andrade gave Khan the belief he was staying. Khan believed they had an agreement for a renewal that wasn't yet signed. He pushed him until the end, even though those in wrestling who knew him said he was going to WWE. Then his contract expired and he left. So yeah, he's basically saying that Andrade caught them off guard and
ran out the clock.
Yeah, and then left when they thought he was going to stay, basically. Andrade has tweeted, wrestling is so messy, I love it. You talk too much without proof. And sir, I'll only tell you one thing. When my contract with AEW ended, I personally went man to man with Mr. Tony Khan, which is in all caps.
Yeah.
Mr. Tony Khan, for the opportunity to be in AEW. And I'll tell you, and that's all I'll tell you. If I wanted to talk more, I would show you that you're wrong about many things, but keep killing the business. So yeah, a big exclamation mark. So a couple of things. First thing is that, hey, if you want to protect yourself online, you need to check out NordVPN, man.
You do.
This offer is insane. 76% off in the US, right?
Yeah.
3 months for free. You can't afford not to sign. If you don't sign up, you're going to be broke or something. Hell of a deal.
I've got it. I use it. It's great. Link in the description.
Check it out right now. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, I love it.
This is what keeps me going on a week-to-week basis. I was just mentioning to you, I also think I saw a tweet from Idris Enofe, who left WWE last week. It was his decision to leave, I should mention. And Dave reported on that, and basically Idris, not maybe in quite so vicious terms, said, everything you're saying about me isn't true, Dave. So it's not been a good week for Dave Meltzer.
Well, he's killing the business, apparently.
Yeah, not again.
The amount of times he's killed it, you'd think it'd finally die, right?
Indeed.
Gee.
It is the cockroach of sports, clearly. But we love it nonetheless. And you said that maybe there's an element of truth to what Andrade is saying for the speed in which he was picked up by AEW following his WWE departure. No 90-day non-compete because they basically said, let's just cancel it because there was some alleged wellness violations. So you sense there wasn't any bad feeling there, which may have been fostered had he just gone, bye.
Yeah.
And they go, well, we've got this contract for you. I'm sorry, I'm off to the Fed. Bye.
He's denied the wellness stuff as well.
Having said that, Dave, in Dave's defense, Dave's the guy for sources, isn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe he's just got bad information. Maybe it's a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B, which I suspect may be the case.
Yeah, I don't believe... we had a talk about this before. I'm with you. I don't believe anyone. The thing is, right... it's entirely possible that Dave was fed nonsense from people, and or maybe people who don't like Andrade.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah, and if he then goes and checks that with other people who don't like Andrade, for example, it's reasonable to assume that bad info could get out there.
Yeah.
That's how it works, like reporters...
Is that true, mate?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. This is it. So it's like that's how it works. You check and all of this stuff, and like they're passing on stuff they've heard from sources. Ultimately, I am not invested in this war. I'm not a supporter of Dave.
We're enjoying it from the sidelines.
Or a supporter of Andrade. Yeah, I'm in the sidelines watching them.
We're the casual fan.
Yeah, exactly. We're the casual Dave Meltzer fan, I guess.
I would like to see Andrade and Dave Meltzer have an arm wrestle now.
Me too. I mean, Dave would be a formidable...
Dave is people are overlooking it.
Yeah, he's a jacked old man, and he's probably got that old man strength now as well.
Oh, yeah.
To go with the...
Open a jar like nobody.
I love his. He used to talk about how like he got jacked because he was just like watching Raw when it was boring, like when it was crap in the 2010s.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd just be like, he was so bored with the show, he'd just be sitting there getting jacked.
Like that.
Like 3 hours.
Every bad match having to do 100 push-ups.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm jacked.
3 hours of bicep curls, brother. That's why Dave got jacked. Now
Like
Raw.
that, when I'm like disappointed or just like put out by something, I just like, I don't know, bury myself in a bag of Skittles Chewies.
Yeah, I order a Domino's pizza, man. Like, I inhale 5,000 calories. Like, so Dave's obviously got a healthier way of doing it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Joey Janela could book this for spring break. Meltzer versus Andrade.
Oh, there we
Seems
go.
like the kind of match. Why not? Joey, if you're watching, do it.
Make it happen.
Yeah, make it so. He could do what Herb Abrams did back in the day and book Little Davey Meltzer as a jobber. That was something else. Little Davey Meltzer. What would the modern equivalent of that be? WWE booking Sean Ross Crap or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw Sean take a stunner from Shotzi Blackheart over the weekend.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp can work, man. Don't mess with Sean. I think he trained under Billy Robinson.
Did he?
Yeah. So that's a guy you don't want to
He worked Miller over WrestleMania weekend.
Perfect. Make it so. Make it so. Whose catchphrase was that? Make it so. No idea.
Star Trek, I think. That's
That'll
a Star
do.
Trek thing.
Picard. Bald legend.
Yeah.
Bald icon. Mark and Mindy. Nanu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Star Trek, of course, was a TV show made into a movie. And speaking of movies,
Nice.
The Rock's new movie, The Smashing Machine, debuted last week, of course, and its opening weekend hasn't gone so well. $6 million is what it brought in. I mean, I wouldn't say no to $6 million, but the projections were between 8 and 15 million for that weekend. So very disappointing. It came in third behind the sort of behind the scenes look at Taylor Swift making her Life of a Showgirl record, and one battle after another that got 11 million. Taylor Swift did 33 million over the weekend. But I want to give a shout out to Variety's Rebecca Rubin, who wrote up the report on the Smashing Machines opening weekend, saying, elsewhere at the box office, audiences couldn't smell what The Rock was cooking.
Oh!
The weekend,
It got body slammed.
Indeed.
By the competition.
Dwayne Johnson's R-rated sports drama, The Smashing Machine, cratered in third place with $6 million from 3,345 venues. They were below projections, as I mentioned, of 8 to 15 million, and marked a career low for Dwayne Johnson, below his 2010 thriller, Faster. Yeah, that was when you were like, The Rock's doing acting now.
Yeah. Faster was pretty bad.
I'll be honest,
Pretty
I love
bad.
The Rock. That was a period of time with like Doom and things like that where I was like, I'm good. I'll watch The Scorpion King and I'll stop.
The Doom movie was wash. That was garbage.
I have a question though for you, Andy.
Yeah.
What do these movies have in common? The Smashing Machine, Citizen Kane, The Shawshank Redemption, The Big Lebowski, Fight Club, and what was the other one I was looking at? Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
They're all Oscar winners for Best Picture.
Possibly, I don't know, I didn't check that.
Oh.
But they're all great movies that had horrible starts in the box office.
Ah!
So
and
Wayne is still getting his Oscar.
Yeah.
Don't panic, everybody.
Yeah, you mentioned my favorite movie, The Big Lebowski, in that as
Yeah.
well. So like, yeah, it was quite funny watching wrestling fans try and divulge this, because a lot of people are so deeply in the bubble
Oh my
that
God.
they're like, well, if it didn't draw money, it must suck.
Yeah.
It's the same way a lot of people look at wrestling today and go, only did 400,000 viewers, it must have been bad. These things aren't always correlated. Look what was number one for the week. A thing about a Taylor Swift album was the top movie of the week. That shows definitively that there is no clear-cut relationship between quality, because there ain't none of that in a Taylor Swift production, and box office success. Look, I'm being facetious, but I have no interest in any Taylor Swift material.
Yeah, I do think you have a good point, though. I don't see it as being this, like, universal. Guys, have you seen The Smashing Machine? I think if you're not into, like, MMA stuff or aren't sold on some drama with Emily Blunt's in it as well, of course. They've been everywhere promoting it, of course. But it's a hard sell. It's a harder sell than, just any sort of normal drama film.
Yeah.
If it's just like... By the way, you're going to have to watch a lot of UFC or MMA fighting in all of this if you're going to get your head around it.
It's a tough story as well. Like, Mark Kerr's story is brutal.
I will say, it is the second the second film of 2025 that I'll be going to the cinema to see.
What's the first one?
First one was Mission Impossible, obviously.
All right, okay.
The greatest film franchise of all time. And the greatest film of 2025 I will go to see, when I can find time, basically.
Yeah.
But that makes, over the last, what year are we in? 2025. Over the last 3 years, that's 3 cinema trips. Mission Impossible. Can you name the third one? It was. I went to see it just before Eric was born. It was a huge movie.
Dune.
No, I don't see that rubbish. Put hand in a box. Oh, there's some spider worm things or whatever.
I don't know.
Barbie, obviously.
Barbie, yeah.
Come on.
The classic.
Was that or Oppenheimer? And my wife.
Barbie for me.
My wife was heavily pregnant at the time, so I thought probably safer to go for Barbie.
Yeah, Oppenheimer would be a tough sell. At that time. One thing about this before we move on to the next story, look, it's not a movie that was designed to make millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? It's a movie that was designed to earn critical acclaim. I'm sure they would love to see a return on the $50 million budget for this film, right? But the goal of The Smashing Machine is different to the goal of flipping Jumanji, right?
Or like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, so I've not seen the movie. I'm going to at some point. I'm sure it's good. Simon Miller said it was good, and I trust that man.
All reports like tomato meter stuff on Rotten Tomatoes seem positive.
Yeah, but a reminder that the quality is subjective and it does not necessarily always translate to a good box office. If that was the case, Avatar would be the most successful and best movie of all time. Yeah. And if you think that's the best movie of all time, I think you should watch more movies. Indeed. Personally.
But of course, with this, going a bit of a messy way, maybe it's time to come back to the business, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to come home.
Michael Hanfley would love that. Let's do it.
I mean, he's going to when they go to Saudi. That's inevitable.
Maybe he could do the next Avatar movie. Why not?
That would make Avatar good.
Imagine a big jacked blue guy.
Jesus!
Although he's Skinny Rock now.
He is. He's lost loads of weight. Fair play.
Looks tremendous. I saw some photos. The friend of the show, Jeremy, Brunch Boys formerly, shared the premiere in New York. Dwayne looked amazing.
Chris Van Vliet was there. Where was my invite, Dwayne?
Yeah, come on. What are we doing, Dwayne? Anyway. Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, God.
From the Sublime to the opposite of Sublime. A bit of an update on his future. Obviously, it's been speculated a lot. WWE now owns AAA. At the time of the purchase, Del Rio was under contract to AAA and he was the mega champion. He was the world champion, all of that stuff. So it was a big are they really going to let this guy back in after all the baggage and all this stuff? There's been a lot of speculation. Right now, it doesn't look like it's happening, basically. So, apparently, according to The Observer, Del Rio's contract was inherited when WWE bought AAA, but nothing has been finalized with regards to whether or not he'll actually be used again. Some people backstage have pulled to use him, others do not want to use him for reasons you should probably Google. So the thing with Del Rio, he was the champion. They quite quickly had him lose the belt.
Yep.
Now it's not on him anymore, which is good, obviously, for their sake. Saves them from making a difficult decision. So the thing about Del Rio is that his name is quite tarnished in the United States. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably quite familiar with some of the things that have followed him around throughout his career. In AAA, he was immensely popular.
He was, yeah.
To the extent that in his feud with Vikingo, who is one of the most spectacular, eye-catching wrestlers in the world, Del Rio was cheered and Vikingo was booed. So that's the thing. The people pushing for them to use him to be used are probably people who are like, hey, look, he's over.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, personally. But,
for most wrestlers, I'm not going to sit here and say whether or not a company should use them because, I mean, I could. It's all subjective. It's only my opinion at the end of the day. But there are a select few that I'd be like, come on, what are you doing? Yeah. And Del Rio's one of them. Like, especially considering you've had, not that their cases are exactly linked, but effectively a test of the waters with Brock Lesnar. Yeah. It's like, we don't really need to bring this person back, but what if we did? PR disaster, that's what happens. Don't do it. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Like you say, AAA's got a new champion anyway now, in Dominic Mysterio, of course. Yeah. If you want to put the belt on someone else, put it on anyone else other than Alberto Del Rio.
Put it on Mr. Iguana for all
exactly.
I care. Yeah.
You're just creating a really unnecessary headache for you. Look, I can get some people saying, look, come on guys, he's over his money. But the baggage that comes with him for me isn't worth the risk.
I think it's a ethical and moral choice rather than just looking straight.
WWE not doing great with that in 2025.
Yeah, although to be fair, I don't think they give a.
Yeah, I suppose at the end of the day, it might just come down to if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So they might just do it, I suppose.
Yeah, they might.
He's going to be in the Rumble. There we go.
Oh gosh, I saw one of them. You know them wacky Facebook pages that just make news up, and it's like it somehow gets like 30,000 likes. Yeah. One of them was like, Kane has confirmed he will be in the Royal Rumble, and he might well be, but it's like, what's the source for this, Chief? Like, you've just put it on a graphic. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
I'm
real.
good for ever seeing Kane again in my entire life.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I loved Kane when I was a kid.
Absolutely. We
Not
all
so
did.
much. Not so much in adulthood. I don't
No.
think. Yeah. Anyway.
Corporate Kane was my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right, finally, let's talk about AEW's
Remember-
wacky new.
Concessions Kane when Ryback was like throwing mustard at him and stuff.
Do you remember when they break Corporate Kane's foot and then real Kane came back out of the ambulance? You were really struggling back then, weren't you guys?
gosh.
AEW filed a new trademark. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Bacon Brawl. What? I've got no other information. Andy just sent me the link to the trademark. AEW wants a trademark for like t-shirts and cups and what branding.
They're putting on like kitchen appliances.
Yeah, Bacon Brawl. Now, so do you want to know my thought process with this? We will inevitably find out what this is for in due course. I sincerely doubt it's going to be used on Title Tuesday, but still.
Yeah.
I was thinking, right, well, wait a second, what have we got in relation to this? TNA have the Turkey Bowl, of course. I was reading about that last week.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so maybe it's some sort of Thanksgiving event. And then I thought, Anarchy in the Arena, when they like play music throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Why don't they do that for Bacon Brawl, and then they can use grease? Is that anything?
No, it's not.
What about this? Who was the smartest bacon lover that ever lived?
Steve Bruce.
Close, but not right.
Oh, gosh.
Albert Einswine.
You are.
can have that one for you today.
And you are a pig for that joke.
May have been a bit of a rash decision to make that joke. I have no idea what's going on here, but it probably, Thanksgiving feels the most sensible, although the beautiful thing about bacon is you can have whenever.
Yeah, you can eat bacon whenever you want. How's the bacon, did you see? Maybe they're bringing in Steve Bruce as the manager of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's going to do
hope you like losing.
a bacon match in it. Yeah.
The Jacksonville Jaguars fans, they probably do. I don't know anything about American football. Go Colts.
Go Eagles. That's the best team because they won last year. So I've always loved
That's how it works.
Yeah, since day one I've been a fan.
I think they were the last remaining unbeaten team until this weekend.
Were they?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, naughty. Very naughty. Not so good. Not so good, Philadelphia Eagles. I like bacon. Do you like bacon?
I think bacon is...
What's your favourite type of bacon? Is it epic bacon, perhaps?
Epic bacon's right up there for me. Anything is improved by having bacon bits added to it.
Yeah. Well...
Ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream, that sounds whack.
Okay.
That sounds whack.
What is it? Is it the Fat Hippo, the dirty fries?
Yeah.
Honestly...
Choppy.
Yeah. I'd explode if I lived near a Fat Hippo.
Yeah. It's not that far, really.
No, I love bacon, and I hope this is a sign of things to come.
Bacon Brawl. I have no idea what this is. This is weird. Are they going to have is it going to be like but then like the trademark is for like putting it on kitchen products. What the hell?
I hope they just have it like a thing it's not related to a match or a night or anything like that. They just have, Orange Cassidy shilling for some products. It's QVC or something.
Tony Khan's getting into the TV shopping business.
Get TK to do it now. Sorry, Orange Cassidy.
Hell yeah, brother.
Do you know this toaster is great? It toasts your bacon.
Yeah. Although modern TK, where he's media trained and careful.
Yeah, boring.
It's not as much fun. I liked it when he was sitting at the table going, let's effing go.
Yeah.
Nowadays, he's like, well, I think that the blah, 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 and I'm very measured and I'm very calm and I don't see anything crazy. Let's get back to the days when wrestling promoters were calling each other's fannies.
Well, I think the
ball bags and
the
stuff.
latest rating system might break everyone in wrestling's brain, and we're going to be talking about it later on.
It's already broken mine, baby. I cannot figure out what the hell's going on, but we're going to try and demystify it in a bit.
Where's the fans gone?
If you want to know why all the shows are down, we're going to talk about it this afternoon. For now, check out this video right here. This is just a pile of TNA lore.
It's good stuff.
It's a long boy.
88?
88.
Check it out.
Bye.
Bye.